Hi, welcome to the Fight Age channel. The head of the top-ranked promotion company Bob Arum doubted that the WBA, WBO and IBF heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua is an elite boxer. American heavyweight Michael Hunter is not enthusiastic about the upcoming fight between the WBA, WBO, IBF champion Anthony Joshua and the mandatory challenger for the WBO title Alexander Usyk. According to Hunter, the top British heavyweight Joe Joyce could arrange a more interesting fight with the Ukrainian than AJ. The head of Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, the promoter of Anthony Joshua, is sure that his word is not going to leave the ring for at least another 5 years. Malik Scott, the coach of former WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder, believed that Tyson Fury showed irresponsible behavior when he refused to undergo vaccination before a rematch with his ward. British heavyweight Joe Joyce spoke about the potential fight with his compatriots, WBA, WBO and IBF champion Anthony Joshua. Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua will still meet. There was a lot of skepticism about even the possibility of organizing such a fight. Fans believed that negotiations with Usyk were games that the British team was playing to stall for time, and in the end, a Joshua Fury fight for all the belts will still be organized. But it turned out differently. The Ukrainian and Britain have signed contracts. The fight will take place on September 25 at the Tottenham Arena in London. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to the channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I am trying very hard and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. The head of top-ranked promotion company Bob Arum doubted that WBA, WBO and IBF heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua is an elite boxer. I'm not impressed with Joshua. I don't think too highly of him. The fact is that every time his name is called, I see him lying on the canvas after being hit by Andy Ruiz, who doesn't have a powerful blow. I will tell you the truth. I may underestimate Joshua, but I am not convinced that he is an elite heavyweight. It's not that I don't respect him, but he means practically nothing to the boxing community in the United States. All American fans remember one fight of Joshua in the United States, in which he was knocked out by a 4 from formidable puncher Ruiz. This perception of Joshua will not be easy to change. If Joshua fights with Fury in the United States, this fight will not be close to Tyson's upcoming fight against Deontay Wilder. Joshua is not a person, he did not like the American public. The way in which he established a connection with the British fans can be very different. Joshua did not find a common language with the American public. She doesn't know who he is or what he is fighting for. The Americans don't know anything about him. American heavyweight Michael Hunter is not enthusiastic about the upcoming fight between the WBA, WBO, IBF champion Anthony Joshua and the mandatory challenger for the WBO title Alexander Usyk. According to Hunter, the top British heavyweight Joe Joyce could arrange a more interesting fight with the Ukrainian than AJ. I think this is a bad fight for Anthony. I don't think it's a good fight. Usyk's recent performances were not great, while Joshua looked better in the fight with Pulev. But you know that English fans supported their athletes very much. I think it will be a bad fight when it comes to boxing. It seems to me that Joe Joyce wouldn't have given out a more competitive fight with Usyk than Anthony Joshua, Michael Hunter said in an interview. The head of Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, the promoter of the WBA, WBO, IBF and IBO heavyweight titles Anthony Joshua, is sure that his word is not going to leave the ring for at least another 5 years. It's very pleasant to work with him. He is a wonderful role model for any child and any novice fighter. His commitment to the sport is second to none, and I believe that he is the best in heavyweight. Here is quoted. One day he asked me, "How long do you think I should fight for?" He thinks very deeply, he is super reasonable, and he has an excellent self-education. And so he sent me a message in which he asked, "How long do you think I should box for?" And I told him, "As long as you love this sport. After all, this is a very dangerous sport, and the minute you start boxing without much desire, just for the sake of money, then you need to stop this game, because doing it without drive and enthusiasm is too dangerous." But for now, the fire continues to burn in him, and I think that he still has so much that can be improved. The decision to retire will always be up to him, but I don't see him going anywhere in the next 5 years, Hearn said. Malik Scott, a coach of former WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder, believed that Tyson Fury showed irresponsible behavior when he refused to undergo vaccination before a rematch with his ward. "I heard that he took only one injection, but refused the second one," Scott said. "For me, this is the most irresponsible thing he could have done, because you're fighting Deontay Wilder." Deontay was absolutely against any vaccine, but because of his love for sports, for fans, and also because of the desire to get even and regain the title, he not only got vaccinated, but also made sure that we were all vaccinated. We all had to do what he did. Even thought he and Deontay can't wait to cause damage to each other. There must still be mutual respect between them, as well as responsibility for the fact that each of the fighters will enter the ring on the day of the fight without any problems. You can't be selfish. After all, you have fans who will come to support you and who pay money for it. What about the guys from the undercard? What about their fans who spend money on a ticket and a fight and everything like that? But what about the viewers who bought the broadcast? Promoters, managers, Malik Scott said in an interview. British heavyweight Joe Joyce spoke about a potential fight with his compatriot Anthony Joshua. "I haven't talking to Joshua for years, I haven't even tried. He's my colleague on the British national team, but soon we can fight. Joshua was always one step ahead, and I was always in the background. Now I'm working my way up, so soon I have to challenge him. If you have the same weight, then you will probably fight. You should always keep the thought in your head. We've had great and very competitive sparring sessions over the years, so it's going to be a damn good fight if he wants it. Of course, I will not go out and start exchanging blows with him for a long time, because he is dangerous when he swings his big hands. You don't want to miss one of Joshua's punches. It would have cost me a lot more to act in terms of tactics. The battle always consists of two parts. It's a long fight, so I could drag him into deep waters and drown him. I tend to take a lot of punches, and if he delivers powerful hits, then risky exchanges will follow from both sides. I'm sure that I will also be able to bring something heavy," Joe Joyce said. September 25, the arena of the Tottenham Football Club in London, a large stadium with more than 60,000 seats. Usyk has not boxing on such a thing yet. Yes, I remember about Wembley in the duel with Chisora, but there were several fans there. Now they must let everyone in if everyone does not change by September, which is quite real. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.